to delay the kick-off by 10 minutes. It was worth waiting for, as John Barnes discovered.
This is a sight that St Mirren hope will become a regular occurrence next season, and that is Premier League teams taking to the field here at Love Street every second week. Today though it's cup duty, and St Mirren manager Gus McPherson makes 2 changes to his side from the one that beat Clyde on Monday. Kirk Broadfoot and Hugh Murray are both injured, so Ian Maxwell comes into central defence, Charlie Adam returns to the midfield, and with striker John Sutton still struggling with a virus, Mark Corker and partner Stuart Keane in attack. Sutton though is on the bench. Terry Butcher makes one enforced change to his Motherwell side, which ended 2005 with a win over Livingston. Stephen Craigan is suspended, and that means that Alan McCormick comes in at right back, with Martin Corrigan moving to central defence. Scott MacDonald and Jim Hamilton will be supported up front by the attacking presence of Richie Foran. St Mirren will be looking to this man, striker Stuart Keane, to cause Motherwell problems. He's joint top scorer in the First Division with 11 goals. Phil O'Donnell will skipper Motherwell for this tie, and he's already got 2 Scottish Cup winners' medals to his credit. The referee for this Tennent Scottish Cup tie is Mike McCurry. Well, this is the 11th time these sides have met in the Scottish Cup. Of the previous 10, Motherwell have won 7, St Mirren have won 3, and only once they had to replay, and that was way back, 1908. Terry Butcher, of course, well, this is one tournament as a player that eluded him, the Scottish Cup. St Mirren fans certainly enjoying themselves and enjoying the occasion, and particularly when they see that their team are top of the First Division at the moment with a 9-point lead, with the sights set on Premier League football next term. Challenge coming in there from Potter. Hamill, the curling effort, comes off the wall. Foran knocks it high. Keeper has to keep his eye on it, and he didn't. And he was out jumped there by Jim Hamilton. Scary moment there for Chris Smith in the St Mirren goal. Well, Hamilton jumped well. He was up above the keeper. Always poses a threat, this Jim Hamilton, and another man with a Scottish Cup winners medal to his credit, back in 1998 with Hearts. Corcoran trying to come away from Corrigan. Good skills, puts it on beyond care, and goes down in the challenge with Martin Corrigan. Oh, he's certainly looking very lively as Corcoran. High ball looking for Maxwell, and not played again. Hamilton doing more defending for the visiting side. St Mirren get their first corner. Lappin with the delivery. Maxwell wins a header. Out by Foran. Adam miscues. And Lappin can't keep it in play. Gus McPherson must be happy with the start that his side have made. But Terry Butcher certainly looking for a little bit more, particularly defensively from his side. Hand signals all round. It's Foran looking for the run of McDonald. Up against Potter. Scott MacDonald to Hamilton. Maxwell's there. Stevie Hamill finding Foran. Needs a little bit of support though. Gets it from Hamill. His cross is cut out by McGowan. Adam, good delivery. Corcoran sprung the offside trap, goes round the keeper and tries from a difficult angle and back off the uprights. Terrific running and a terrific effort there from Corcoran. So close to the opening goal. Charlie Adam. Certainly causing them problems. He latched onto that pass superbly well. Keeper did well to get a touch on it. But an excellent effort from that difficult angle there from Corcoran. And he knows they could win 1-0 Saints. And Mirren have another free kick. Movement again inside the area. Swung in well, a glancing header, there's a chance! Well, what an opportunity that was for Stuart Keane. A little flick on, found its way through to Keane. And he really should have kept that one down. So two excellent opportunities there for the home side. And maybe chances will come to brew later on. Spotted Keane, taking up a good position, but it was straight at the goalkeeper. Well, they're creating chances, St Mirren. Adam again picking out the striker, and Keane's effort blocked by Graham Smith. Solid challenge from Charlie Adam. Thanks for Andy Milne, but he couldn't pick out the pass this time. High ball forward by Potter, and a good take again by Corcoran. Trying to cut it back, Charlie Adam! And St Mirren are in front! Terrific movement there from the home side again! And with 22 minutes played, they're in front! Good play from Corcoran, and he set it on a plate for Adam. His fifth goal of the season for St Mirren. Corcoran has been the man who's really been causing all the problems for Motherwell's defenders, and setting up Charlie Adam there, and that will have pleased the home support. Maxwell fine clearance into the corner, looking for Corcoran again, and he wins it. Going there ahead of McCormick, a little spin turn. Home fans enjoyed that. Tenacious player is Corcoran, and he can't win the corner though. Well, he's sticking at his task, and he's getting the reception from the fans too. At the moment though, he's leading Motherwell a merry dance. Just run out of space. Now here's Kerr. And Motherwell get the free kick this time. McBride preparing to deliver this one. Hamilton moving in the area. Swung in there, knocked down, it takes a deflection and saved by Chris Smith. Challenging in there came Richie Foran. The referee's going to have a word with him. And a yellow card for Richie Foran. Now the header from McLean took a deflection en route, and Smith did well to save it. And as the half-time whistle sounds, it's the home support who have enjoyed the first 45 minutes. The goal coming from Charlie Adam. Mark Corcoran has been outstanding in setting up opportunities. He set up Adam, and at the interval it's the First Division side who are leading, courtesy of Charlie Adams' fifth goal of the season. Half time, St Mirren 1, Motherwell 0. sign him. So Willie Kinnebra has taken the place of Richie Foran for the second half. Foran with suspected concussion, so he's off to hospital. Well, there have been some choice words at half-time from that man to his team to try and get themselves back in this game. Corrigan. McDonald on to this one. Needs support. Scott McDonald. Beyond McBride, headed out by McGowan. McCormack. Chips it back in. McDonald's there. The flag was up though. It was saved in any case by Chris Smith. But Scott McDonald just had moved ever so early, and clearly in an offside position there as that ball was played in by McCormack. Lappin and Vinzanton combined. Now Corcoran, always something likely to happen when he's in possession, and again he steps inside McLean, tries to take on Corrigan, cuts it back again. It just took the merest of touches. Charlie Adam was coming in to try and get in the end of that one, but Corcoran once more creating the opening. Adam. Milne turning away from McBride. There's Alan Reid. Stuart Keane. Corcoran. Great play again by Corcoran. And headed behind by Stevie Hamill. For another St Mirren corner. Great skills in the wing there from Mark Corcoran. He certainly has livened up this Kennett Scottish Cup tie. Lappin's corner. It breaks back to Corcoran. Touches it off for Andy Milne. Well, rather wide with the pass than going direct with the shot was Andy Milne. Try to keep up the pressure though. The fans are loving it. There's one fan certainly dressed for the occasion and getting a little bit excited about it. Wonder if that hairstyle will catch on. Reid to Milne. Adam. Tripped there by Martin Corrigan. Corrigan decides to leave it to Simon Lappin. Potter's in there once more, up alongside Maxwell, and McGowan's outside the area this time. There's a header! And a terrific goal! John Potter, the man who put his head in that cross from Simon Lappin. And Graham Smith, try as he may, he just couldn't get the touch on it. And John Potter gets his second goal of the season. Signed from Clyde in the summer, and that will please his manager Gus McPherson. Clarkson's header. Hamilton, back to Clarkson again. Too high with the effort. The substitute. And probably that effort that sums up Motherwell's day. Well, the man going off to loud applause is Mark Corcoran. Ian Anderson will take his place. The new signing, Anderson, coming on for Corcoran, whose skills have really entertained in a cold winter's afternoon in Paisley. And his manager will be well pleased by his performance. And now the opportunity for his new signing from Dundee, Ian Anderson. John Sutton. Really off to Andy Mill. Holds it up, he waits for the runner. Sutton now makes it. Good little touch, there's a chance for number 3! And it's knocked away by Charlie Adam. 2 goals for Charlie Adam. And St Mirren are in the 4th round. Into stoppage time, Gus McPherson looks on as his players celebrate. It was good work by Andy Milne to get it through towards Sutton and into the path of Charlie Adam. And there was only going to be one result there, and that was that he was going to bury it. Well, he's been a great acquisition since joining from Rangers, as Charlie Adam. And it's a deserving victory for the First Division club. It's away, and it's full time, and St Mirren have beaten Premier League Motherwell. A shake of the hands between the two managers. The 2-goal hero was Charlie Adam. 2 terrific finishes. It was a dismal afternoon for Terry Butcher and his Motherwell side, but the credit goes to the First Division campaigners, sending the St Mirren fans home happy. The game may have been delayed in kicking off, but the Buddies fans will feel it was worth the wait. It finishes here. St Mirren 3, Motherwell 0.
Gus, a terrific afternoon for you. Your assessment of the team's performance?
Fantastic. You know, from the first minute to the last, we've worked extremely hard as a unit. You know, and we've got the goals at the right time. That was the most important thing. Motherwell have came back at us strongly at the start of the second half. We've weathered the storm, and getting that second goal just takes a lot of pressure off us.
You talked about getting the goals at the correct time. We can have a look at them now. When you consider that the first goal was a terrific run by Mark Corcoran.
Yeah, he's chased a lost cause there, and he's caused them problems all afternoon, just with his willingness to get there. He's cut it back. Charlie Adam getting into the box, we try to get that more often, you know, getting into those attacking areas. And he's got there, you know, and he's showed a lot of composure. Mark as well, good cut back, and he's hit the target. This is a fantastic delivery for Simon Lapham, you know, and John Potter, you know, terrific header.
Yeah, your central defenders were up for every set-piece situation.
Yeah, we're at home, you know, we've got to take the game to Motherwell and try and create chances, and we did that today.
And then Charlie Adam gets his second to make it 3-0, and it was game over.
It was the dying minutes, you know, but again, there you go, the willingness of a midfield player to get into the box, and he's great composure and takes his chance very well.
We were at home, and you know, playing a Premier League club. As I say, we're absolutely delighted with the result, and we'll keep going for now to end the season in the First Division, and hopefully we can get another trophy to go with the Bells Cup that we've got. But as I say, it's a great day for the club, and we're just looking forward to who we get in the next round.
The man standing beside you, Mark Corcoran, supplied a terrific effort for your first goal, and his contribution throughout was tremendous.
It's been absolutely brilliant for him. You know, he's been at the side since he came at the start of the season, and he was brilliant today, and he was brilliant last week as well, you know, and that's what Mark's got for us. And you know, he set up my goal brilliant today. Worked really hard, caused, I thought, Motherwell a lot of problems, and as I say, it's not just about us two, it's about everybody as a squad. You know, we've got a lot of injured players now as well, but we'll keep battling on.
Mark, you must have enjoyed that performance.
I definitely enjoyed the game a lot. It's a good game to play in.
How did it come together today?
I just thought we all worked really hard just to close them down, and the defence was brilliant. The midfield worked really hard, and just getting the balls in behind them, used my pace to get in behind the defence.
You know, you have to scratch your head, and you know why all of a sudden that we produce a performance like that, because that is the most inept performance that I've ever witnessed, let alone as a Motherwell manager. So, you know, we sort of think, well, where did that come from? Because we haven't, you know, been showing signs of playing that badly. And you know, we have to disregard it, and we have to make sure that we do learn from it and respond from it next week. We've got Rangers at home next Sunday, we've got Celtic at home the following Sunday, so if we play like that, like we did today, we'll get beat 10-0.
Sounds like that Love Street dressing room door might have had a narrow escape today. Desperately poor, but that takes nothing away from St Mirren, Pat, who did terrifically.
They did. Big Terry, first of all, he said they were inept. I said abject. I think we'll go with the inept. That's good enough. They were hopeless today. But St Mirren, from the start of the game, just as Gus was saying there, they took it all the way to them from the start of the game. No lack of confidence. They're playing very well just now. They're at the top of the league, so they shouldn't be scared of anyone. And it was not just the fact that they were up for it and fought for every ball. They played some fine football too.
Yeah, well, Pat said it, Gordon. I mean, there was a lot of good football played by the men in black and white.
Absolutely, and congratulations to St Mirren, because that's a fantastic result and performance. It bodes really well for them, because they look as if they're going to be the team that comes up. I hope they do win the first division, and if they come up, then they've already shown today, they've served notice that they can compete in the Premier League, especially because Motherwell are a good side. I've seen Motherwell of late, and although Terry's complaining about the performance, nobody else has been doing that to Motherwell, and for St Mirren to do it was an amazing performance.
It was their day, and the man of the match, without a doubt, was Mark Corcoran, Pat. It was a virtuoso performance, wasn't it?
It was actually quite incredible. I mean, there's quite a few players I wanted to see today, but you couldn't keep your eyes off him right from the start of the game. And it's his power that he's got there. He's got lots of paces, but his willingness and his directness entirely through the game. I mean, it's not giving up lost causes. All the way through the game, I was trying to think who it reminded me of, and it was annoying me. It just came to me. It's a bit of Dado Purcell. You know, he will fight everything. He'll go into that kind of left.
Pat Nevin as well, maybe? No,
never that fast, never that strong.
It's far too tall.
I mean, he's got the pace to get by here. I'm ignoring this, and it's a great save for the goalkeeper. He gets a nice little, just a tiny little touch. But Corcoran, is such a shame for him he didn't score a goal today, because I mean, I was talking to Mark Riley, who obviously does some of the coaching and plays as well just now. That was Keane that missed that chance today. He's been scoring well, but Corcoran, he survives in confidence, and when his confidence is up, and he scored 2 goals in the last couple of games, if this would have fallen to him and not Keane, who, although got himself into good positions, wasn't firing on all cylinders quite today. But once again, Corcoran, the man, just power into the byline here. But the vision, you see the right ball. And
I suppose, to be fair as well,
the right player too. Charlie Adam is a good finisher too.
Yeah. I was going to say,
pass through the ball and a good finisher.
To be absolutely fair, for all that you can't take any away from Corcoran or St Mirren, so much of this comes from appalling Motherwell defensive play.
It is. I mean, they should tackle him there. I mean, they should constantly be tackling him, the first player. But it takes 2 and 3 to bring him down or stop him. And you notice he'll get past the first one almost inevitably every time. And you think, okay, you've got cover over, you'll stop him now. But still it gets past again, and you're right, it is an inept defender. But I mean, this is clever as well. He's put the ball in exactly the right area, clipped it over, desperate to be put in, and you know, if ever there was if he'd have scored the goal, that was a 10 out of 10. So I'll give him 9.5 today. Wonderful play, and I hope for the future, definitely.
Yeah, well, we always like to be even-handed, of course, so we looked for some nice things to say about Motherwell, and it was a bit of a struggle, Pat, wasn't it?
It was. The first 10 or 15 minutes, they had a little bit more of the game. St Mirren were just settling in. I think tactically, I think Gus McPherson got it right today in the 3-5-2. But really it was the power of Jim Hamilton a little bit. But most of the time what Motherwell tried to do was get the ball to McDonald. And when he was holding it up, I mean, don't put it to his head obviously, but when he was holding it up, he looked the only possibility they had. But even that, I mean, that's not even really a chance there. The goalkeeper's got it, and Richie Foran gets booked correctly for that. I won't be too hard on him because he gets taken off injured. This is the best worked half chance that Motherwell made in the whole game. And it wasn't a chance because it never reached him, but you know, he's clipped it through, and it was McDonald almost got on the end of it. But they were relying far too much on Scott McDonald, and he was very well marshalled by Kevin McGowan and the 2 other centre-backs. And not to forget, St Mirren, they're playing without Kirk Broadfoot, who's an important player for them, and also John Sutton. He was left out. Corcoran wouldn't have been playing today had John Sutton been fit, but he had a bit of flu. He didn't play from the start. So it just shows us the strength and depth in that St Mirren side as well.
And yeah, it surprises me a little bit, I've got to say, Gordon, because Motherwell are a good SPL side. They've been playing well this season. I've seen St Mirren a few times, and yes, they're right at the top of the first division. They don't impress me enormously. They don't look to me that a side that would have taken Motherwell 3-0 today.
No, well, I haven't seen much of them, but people have said that to me, you know, that they're winning the league, but they're not that impressive. But they were in today's performance, and to do it against higher level opposition is Motherwell without Stephen Craig, and he's an important player for them, but they missed him. This is poor marking again here. I mean, look at this free kick. It's almost as if he was an unmarked player. I mean, the Motherwell players are beginning to argue about who should be picking up there.
Well, I can tell you right now, it was Jim Hamilton who was behind him, and he won't be watching this tonight. And he just went to sleep for a second, and it was a very, very simple header. I mean, you're standing on the penalty spot on your own from a free kick. It should never happen. It was dreadful defending, but as I was saying before, the strength and depth that they've got when Sutton came on, when he looks like his big brother there, and he's Charlie Adam, again, as Gus McPherson was saying, willingness, because they've got 5 midfielders there against Terry's 4, he can get up forward and give a little bit of support. So, yeah, I take your point, Dougie, that you know, there's probably a bit to be added if they come up to the SPL. But certainly today, I think the very important thing, Corcoran maybe came of age today. He's 24, he's a late bloomer, he's just got into the team, his confidence is moved, and maybe that will make a big difference to the club going forward.
It's certainly hard to leave him out now, that's for sure. Well done to the set.